What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Handle with Care podcast. My name is Sterling Atkins Dutro.
And I'm Kamora Davis.
And today we have with us Emani, who is a student at Manual High School.
And Naveah, who is also a student, but at Peoria High School.
We have been interviewing adults in the schools who go above and beyond for students. We know that having a trusted adult is the number one preventative factor in mitigating the long-term consequences of adverse childhood experiences.
Today, we are talking with students from Peoria schools about what they see as students in relation to adverse childhood experiences, their experiences, and how adults can better support students.
And then we'll let them introduce themselves. One of the tools we'll be using is the Heart of Illinois United Way Community Needs Assessment to discuss the prevalence of ACEs in our area.
And we are going to start off with sadness and hopelessness. Did you know that 49% of 10th graders in Peoria schools have feelings of sadness and hopelessness, up from the national average of 42%?
What do you guys think about this statistic? Are you surprised?
Nah, honestly, I feel like it's more than that percentage that actually feels that. I feel like that's only like the percentage that actually just came up with it and just now saying something. I feel like it's way more than that, but due to society today that they're just not saying anything.
I agree. I think that that's the percentage that speaks out to let them know that they're going through that. There's a lot that aren't speaking out about it, that are also going through it, that aren't counted in that percentage. What do you think, Emani?
Yeah, like she said, I think it's way more than that. Like, it's a lot. Like, we done had recent suicides, and I just feel like it's a lot of people that won't speak out about it, like, because of the fear of judgment. It's way more than that. I just know it is.
Why do you think students have feelings of sadness and hopelessness at such high rates?
I feel like students have feelings right now because
In today's society, like, the world is so judgmental, and it's like a lot we can and can't do. Like, it's gender, it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially social media. They can say whatever they want behind the keyboard, not realizing how it affects the actual person and how they perceive what they said to them.
100%.
I feel like that's a huge factor.
And like you said, social media is actually depressing. Like, if you think about it, like, the more you stay off of it, the better your life gets. That's what I noticed.
Exactly. Exactly. Because half the stuff that they say on social media won't necessarily be said to you in real life. So if you push it aside and stay off of it, then you're eliminating that factor of stress. Anything else you guys want to add to the sadness and hopelessness?
kids are really cruel these days. And like you'll get picked on just for doing like something simple, like just coming out like, oh, I'm just like a lesbian or something like that. You'll get picked on for that. Kids these days get picked on for like wearing a big coat, wearing big shoes. Kids get picked on for basically anything. So I couldn't blame them for like having feelings over the littlest stuff.
Yeah, especially
totally
like
agree.
big coats and stuff. Like, it's something that shouldn't be embarrassing, but it's the fear factor that they have of other people, what they might think about it.
There was this video online. It was like this little kid. He was like, "Oh, my friend has these like Elsa shoes, this, and that." And the mom was like bullying him about the friend, like, "Oh, you're wearing those shoes. Your friends wear those shoes. That's ugly." I don't know. I feel like parents teach kids that too, which also has the kids teach that to other kids, and that leads more destruction and more bullying.
I feel like it's more people of age than people around our age, because like they say it's tough love, but like they feel like they can talk to us any type of way. They think they can say things any type of way, and we're supposed to just deal with it.
How do you guys think adults could support us as it relates to the sadness and hopelessness?
I feel like adults can support us by just being there for us, emotional talks. Can't speak for everybody else, but a decent percentage of us don't really get like them pep talks from like time to time, like from parents. Oh, it's gonna be okay, or like sit each other down, like, are you okay deep down? Like, is there anything I need to do, or like talks like that. We don't really get that as much as like anybody else. But I can't speak for everybody else, like I was saying.
Yeah.
I feel like if they just listen, like just put their pride aside and just listen to us and try to put themselves in our shoes, that'll make a big difference in a lot of households, because a lot of people are unheard. They feel like they ain't got nobody to talk to. Like, that's real common, and they don't even realize it. Like, they think just buying us stuff and doing all this, that's being a good parent. No, good parent is being there for your kid when they need you.
I agree.
I agree with that heavy. Moving on to the threat of trauma. When traumatic events occur or those with a threat of trauma, we all react differently with little control over our responses. A great example of how our brains react differently to perceived trauma based on experiences was the Peoria High versus Metamora game.
All right, so that Friday, I remember going to the game, and I was sitting with my friends, and then all you hear is like, it was the baton. It wasn't shooting or anything. It was a baton, and he was like hitting on it. I think a fight started. Everyone started to running, and then you see the Metamora kids jumping over the fence on the other side, screaming and everything like that. And I guess it was a scary time because, like, being in a crowd, like the field full of people, it was probably way more traumatic seeing everyone run and wondering what's happening. I remember some, like, people doing concessions were locked in the concessions. Some people couldn't leave because it was kind of blocked off.
What did people think it was if it, like, before they knew it was the baton?
Oh, they thought they were shooting. Yeah, they thought they were shooting. I guess that really, honestly, hearing that, though, it did sound like it. In my fight or flight response, I ran. But then I got closed in, so I couldn't leave.
What I like about my high school?
What do you like about your high school?
I like that it's small. It's not real loud. They don't do too much. Like, everybody in their own lane.
I feel like some teachers, like, you could see them as somebody that you could talk to if you needed help. Some people think of school as like a safe place. Oh, I want to get away from home. Home is like depressing, so I'm going to go to school. Even if I don't do work, I feel like that'll take my mind off some stuff. Honestly, I like some teachers there. Cause some teachers you can actually talk to. And the best part about that is they don't say nothing. Like,
But I feel like if I had ever needed like a talk with a teacher, help from a teacher, I would get the help. But from different perspectives, a lot of teachers at Peoria High, they probably didn't. What do you think?
I think it varies among the student and teacher relationship.
It definitely does.
I feel like it's definitely important to have a bond with at least one teacher at your school that you feel comfortable talking to. So
I always say, don't be afraid to ask teachers questions, even if you feel embarrassed, because you never know how the teacher could respond based off of how they respond to someone else.
And then it's also not just teachers, like there's support staff that you can talk to.
Like your APs.
Yeah, AP, counselor, lunch lady, anybody that's there in the building you feel comfortable talking to, you can talk to them too. What else do you wish was different about the school other than the bathrooms?
what I wish to change about the students is that I wish students would stop trying to be like everybody else. Like, be the leader and stand up for yourself. Bullies too, everything. I wish everything could change. I hate this society today.
Like, they don't give us no freedom. Like, they don't take us outside. Like, and then, I don't know, at my school, at Manual, like, not everybody has gym, so we don't get no type of free time. Like, we just have to sit in the classroom all day, and I hate that.
Yeah, like eating outside, like having lunch outside or something like that. That would be nice.
I was going to say, everybody needs like a brain break, because even when you're in the foyer or in the cafeteria at Peoria High, it's still in the school. How can we support other students that are going through tough times and trauma and stuff like that?
To be honest, you won't know if somebody going through hard times because, like I said, can't speak for everybody else, but some people's smiles be fake, if that makes sense. Like, you'll never know, like, what they got under or what they feeling, like I said, due to society today, because not only are people hold it against you, but people are, like, try to use that against you, like, talk about you to other people, like, oh, she depressed. Ooh, I feel like what we could do about that is, like, let somebody know that you're there for them. Let somebody know that you're here for them and that you understand what they feeling. And even if you don't understand it, give them a hug. Just let them know that, like, you they safe place. If they don't got nobody, they got you.
I really feel like just being nice. Like, it's a lot of people that don't go home to love, and even if they do, it ain't always what it seems. Most of the time, it's not. I feel like if we just be nice and offer, like, a shoulder, because everybody, one point in their life, they're going to need a shoulder to cry on. They're going to need somebody to talk to. And like she was saying, like, it's a lot of people going back and talking about them and telling their business, and don't nobody want that. So it's a lot of everybody keeping stuff to themselves. So that's the main thing. Then it all just build up. And won't nobody know it till, like, you just completely crash out and you start talking to everybody a certain way. Like, then everybody wonder why. And then it's because you're getting treated a certain way. You ain't got nobody to express your feelings to. Nowadays, we definitely can't say it to our parents because they make everything about themselves. They make it seem like we can't feel anything. Like, you could be like, oh, I feel some type of way. And they be like, oh, you feel some type of way? Imagine how I feel. I got to go through this every day.
Try to compare it when it's not comparable.
Right, like, who wants to hear that? Because I know if the roles reversed, she wouldn't want to hear that.
I feel like parents wouldn't, like, I feel like they be trying to protect us in the worst way, if that makes sense. Like, in the worst way mentally, but in a good way physically. Like, okay, you keep me out the way. I'm not pregnant. I'm not dead. I'm not nothing. I'm not in jail. But think about me mentally. Because although you keeping me away from outside, what if I need to be kept away from myself, if that makes sense? Like, need to be kept away from my thoughts or need to get some stuff off my chest. Although when you talk to somebody, sometimes it don't work. Sometimes you'll just need a hug. I feel like sometimes parents just be like trying to like get in denial. Like, oh no, she too happy. She get everything. She not sad. She got the world. Okay, I got the world. I got shoes. I got a phone. I got an iPad. I got as many electronics as I could get. I got money. Okay. But what about you? Do I got you mentally? Like, are you here for me? Yeah, you here for me. You buy me stuff, of course. But like, do I got you mentally? Like, I want to hug. I want to kiss. I want to get sat down and say, I'm here for you. Like, are you okay? I want to get that talk. Like, you know.
You guys want to mention anything else?
Just be here for somebody. You never know what somebody going through. Don't bully nobody, because say if they getting bullied at home, or like they going through it at home with like abusive parents. Like at school, say if school is their only safe place and you bullying them while they at school, like just let somebody know that you here for them. Give them a hug. They look sad. Ask them if they okay. You never know what somebody going through until that day, like she said, they crash out. Then everybody be like, oh, she was just the happiest. Why she kill herself? Well, she gave y'all signs. She let y'all know that she was down, and y'all took it advantage of it. Like y'all used it against her, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
But like she said, just letting somebody know that you're here for them. Just letting them know if you around, if they ever need somebody to talk to, because there's a lot of people that don't got that. And even if you don't know them, just be kind. Like, I see a lot of mean people, like, they think that's cute. I don't find that cute. I never find that funny.
And being mean is not cute. Being a bully is not cute either. That's how I always stand by that. And the whole time, they're mad at themselves. They don't like themselves. Lots of people project.
That's what I don't like about the situation either. Because, boom, somebody kill themselves, and all you see on the internet. Like, say, I don't got nobody, I feel alone. I only got my mom. But that's enough. But I hang around 100 people a day. Why nobody showing me that they care? Like, y'all want me for this, they don't want me for that. And then I kill myself, and boom, everybody making posts, fake pictures. I was just with her, or I love her. She was always talking to me. I was never talking to you.
Yeah,
you was never talking to me.
Where was that support when I was
alive?
Know?
Like where was that support at? Like, I feel like people don't get support until they die, and I feel like that's just so like unfair, because if that person had that love that you showing right now, that person would not be dead right now. Like, I know 100 people gonna come down for me, but that's not what I want. I want somebody to show me that they care right now. I want somebody to tell me that they love me right now. I want somebody to be here for me, not only physically, but I want somebody to be here for me mentally.
I agree with that 100%.
If you know when that person was showing signs like I'm depressed, I'm sad, or I'm finna sleep all day, or I'm finna smoke, or I'm finna do drugs or something like that, you can't tell me you ain't noticed that sign at all.
I agree. 13% of 10th graders reported suicide ideation. What do you want them to know?
For the 13%, think about the percentage of kids that's going through it and just scared to speak up because of society today. I'm here for you, and if you want somebody to talk to you, I'll always be here for you. I'll always be here for anybody. Like, even if I don't know you and need an open ear, I promise I won't say nothing. I'll always be here for anybody. As long as you never disrespect me. Even, I ain't gonna lie, I got such a good heart that even when you disrespect me, I'll still be here for you. Like, okay, we fell out, but if you ever need somebody to talk to, it don't matter if it's 3 a.m, 2 a.m. If you going through it, call me. Do not try nothing stupid. Call my phone. Call me. If you going through it, call me. It don't matter what time it is. It don't matter what lane we in, what route we took before we like went through it. Call my phone. Don't do nothing stupid. 'Cause I love everybody who love me.
Amen. If anyone is going through anything or needs help and you feel like you have no one else to talk to, you can text HOME to 741-741. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today on our podcast. It really means a lot.
We hope you guys had fun and enjoying the topics we had to talk about. Last thing you want to leave with the audience?
If you need help, get help. Don't go a wrong way about it. Like, that's not the way. That's not gonna solve your problems. Pray. And if that's not your religion and that's not what you want to do, then talk to somebody that you trust. If you don't trust nobody, like Sterling said, call that number. They'll be here for you.
Find somebody to talk to. Like she said, talk to God about it. And if you don't believe in God, write it down in a notebook. I promise that'll make you feel better, because that's what I do sometimes. I talk to God and I write it down on how I'm feeling. Like, 'cause I know I get mad, I just get to writing.
Thank you for listening to the Handle with Care podcast. We hope this episode gave you a better understanding on what students and staff may be going through and ways to support them. Remember, you never know what the person next to you is going through. If this episode resonates with you and you need resources but aren't sure where to find them, they are located at the same page